doesn't this bring back memories? 8 years old, Cascumpec, Princess Pat Drive-In. So as a lot of you may already know, recently purchased a cottage up in the Cascumpec area where I relived my whole childhood. And part of that childhood was the drive-in. So in the evening, I take my daughter on the golf cart and we go for a drive-in. I full of stories about when I was a child. And one of them is about the drive-in. So we're out on the golf cart and we run into a previous manager. I mean, the drive-in's long since closed, but a previous manager that used to run that drive-in. And we're talking to him, my daughter's listening, and I say to him, I said, you know, how much problem did you have with people sneaking in the drive-in? And he said, you know, I've run this drive-in for a lot of years, and I've seen a lot of things. I've seen probably everything that has to do with the drive-in. But the most entertainment I ever got was from you kids sneaking into the drive-in. And I said, oh yeah, us kids, it wasn't me. We used to start about 7:30, and we'd have 4 or 5 kids, everybody from the community, and we were gonna sneak into the drive-in. And you know what? The whole reason to sneak in the drive-in was just to get the fries at the canteen. So we'd start on the beach, and about halfway up the beach, there was a muck hole that would swallow any normal car. So always one of us would fall victim to the muck hole. Meanwhile, this guy, he's giggling, right? He's telling the story about the muck hole. Once you get through the muck hole, it was about another 1.5 miles up the beach, and God forbid the tide was in because you'd be wet. So once we got to the actual drive-in vicinity, you had to go through the trees. So you'd be all scratched to pieces going through all these pine trees until, lo and behold, you would come across the hole in the electric fence. Reminder now, it's probably getting close to 9 o'clock and it's getting a shade dark, so make sure you hit the hole in the fence because it was electric. A few of us fell victim to the electric fence. So he's telling the story about how the entertainment of watching us kids, you know, slowly sneak into the drive-in. And really our parents, you know, how much is it to go to the drive-in? Well, you know, it's $5 admission, we need a little bit for the canteen, but meanwhile it was all for the canteen. We were sneaking in and we were getting some French fries, pop, whatever, the whole $10 worth. So my daughter's sitting there and she's taking it all in, and the guy says to me, he says, you know, really it didn't matter to me whether I got your admission at the door or you spent it at the canteen. He said, really, I'm just getting your money. So you've listened to my long-winded story. I think it's great, maybe you not so much. But what it boils down to is don't sneak in to the drive-in. Centennial's paying. We've had a great year, we want to give back. The people here at the Runway Drive-In, they've accommodated us and we want to fill this place. They got the best fries anywhere. Save your admission money, spend it at the canteen, register at the link below, and let's fill this place. It's going to be a fun night. But what it boils down to is don't sneak into the driveway. We've had a great year. Don't sneak in the driveway. But what it boils down to is don't sneak into the driveway. Driveway. Drive in. Drive in.